Hello, fellow Bible followers, and welcome to our new channel. This channel we call 50 Days of Genesis. So, why do we create this channel? For me, the Bible has always been a source of strength. I read it every day, nearly every day. I carry it with me whenever I have an issue, problem, a distress in my life. I open it. Often I open it randomly and I let it speak to me. Sometimes I read a verse, sometimes a couple of verses, and I contemplate on them. I meditate upon them, and this is how I get my strength. This is what helps me cope with hardship and difficulties. So what's so important for me in the Bible, and the reason I create this channel, is that in the Bible, not only the stories are important. We all know the stories. We heard them since we were young kids. But quite often, what is important are the individual verses, are the individual words. Sometimes the individual letter makes a difference. And when you start delving into these little details, the stories change in front of our eyes, and the Bible starts speaking to us in a different way. I do it with the Hebrew Bible because a lot of it is lost in translation. In Hebrew, we say that there are 70 ways of reading the Bible. Well, I'm not sure they really mean 70, or it just is an example. But it means that every story, every verse, every word has many different ways of reading it, of interpreting it. And what I discover during my few years of teaching the Bible, that most people are fixated with one interpretation, one way of reading, one story. And I want to show you different interpretation. It's not that I say that my interpretations are better than yours. There are 70 ways of reading it. We all have our own interpretation, and each interpretation speaks to us differently in different times of our lives. It speaks to me differently than the way it speaks to you, because my life and yours might be very, very different. So, I have this channel. We are going to have it. We are going to read it together. And I'm going to release it twice a week. I hope that, like the Bible gives me strength, it will become a habit of yours. And it will give you the insight and the strength that the Bible can give. When you delve deeply into it, when you look at what it means to you personally. So why did I decide to choose Genesis? Because I think that Genesis is the beginning. Genesis is the core, is the heart of everything. But there is another reason. We all know the Genesis stories. It's the stories of Noah and Lot and Sodom, and the story of the Tower of Babel, and the story of Joseph and Abraham and Isaac. These are the stories that we all know. And because we know them so well, we often don't think about them deeply. So I think that looking differently at the stories that we are so familiar with will give us deeper insight that if we're looking into stories that we're not that familiar with. So, 50 days of Genesis. Genesis has 50 chapters. Every episode will take another chapter. I'm not going to read the chapters and tell them to you. You know the stories. What I'm going to do from each chapter, I'm going to take a single verse, maybe two verses sometimes even less than a verse, and look into it. Sometimes we will relate to the verse. Sometimes we will treat the verse in relation to the story. Sometimes we might look at it in isolation, because every word has meaning, even outside the story. So I hope that you'll find it interesting. And please, if you want to hear more about it, subscribe. You can subscribe below in the YouTube, or click on the link below to join our mailing list, and you will get reminder twice a week, or maybe more, so you will be able to follow it with us. This is day 0. From day 1, we will start with chapter 1 of Genesis, the creation of the world. So I hope you'll join me there and be part of this exciting and wonderful journey into the book of Genesis.